Hey everybody, Corey here coming at you with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes GAC video. Today we are up against Ronin. What does Ronin have? Ronin is about 9.4 million GP. He has every GL because why wouldn't he? Because nothing is ever easy. But he doesn't have any GL ships, so I guess that's kind of nice. Gonna kind of breeze through this. I'm being honest, today I don't know. There's something about today. I know the defense is going to be really painful to get through. His ground squads, he's got a lot, even if I go full offense, which is what I'm doing. But I got a lot to do today. You know, real life sometimes plays a part in this stuff, and it's just not one of those days where I have like 3 hours to sit around and like perform calculus and write a book on my GAC for that day. So without further ado, let's do some of the high level lookings that we usually do. His Rey has a speed set, 190 health, 570 speed. That's okay health. That's pretty good speed for a speed set. Damage is low, so not worried about whirlwinds or anything like that, but you know, she could lap us, I guess. His Slicker is actually on defense, and even though he has a speed set, he's kind of slow. His damage is okay. His health is okay. His speed is surprisingly low, considering he has a speed set. And then I believe his JML is also on defense, and I was also scoping out his JML. His JML is really, really fast for a JML, but the protection's kind of low. So I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm just unaware of when it comes to JML. But I can't really think of an amazing reason that you would prefer to have him faster, but having less protection and doing a little bit less damage. So, he does have Reva. He's got a lot of stuff. I've got plans. But this is actually going to be one of those ones where if something goes wrong, it's going to be shaky. And there are quite a few teams here where I'm spreading myself thin. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so we're actually going to start off. I don't know how great I feel about this. There's a Keller and Beck team. And I was trying to find the best way to handle the Keller and Beck team based on the split that I have broken out like in my little spreadsheet. And I don't have a wildly amazing answer to it with the split that I have. However, last season Wampa had a 50% win rate. And so I'm gonna cross my fingers. And I'm going to hope that with Wampa Kron, that suddenly becomes, I don't know, good, better. I'm a little nervous, but you know what? I'm in a good mood. We'll do it for science. If it doesn't work, life goes on. So let's just see how powerful this Wampa Kron is, assuming it's powerful at all. Now, so far, I'm already happy. As soon as you get dots up, you start recovering the health and the protection. So, I mean, there goes one. Wasn't necessarily expecting it to be quite so easy. But I guess I'll take what I can get. Wow. Okay. Okay. I mean... Okay. Well, I had a feeling the Datacron would help. It helped. So let's see what we want to do next. Okay, next up is Reva. I'm kind of trying, I'm thinking I want to go through the ones that give me the most anxiety first, so I can just know in advance if I'm just going to be done with this whole thing. Armor pen. I don't know if I want armor pen. Let's get Sith Empire Trooper in here real quick. I don't know if I want armor pen or if I just want him to like stay alive long enough to ramp. Not necessarily interested in the whole attack again thing. However, well, I need to save that for Star Killer, but that does have good defense. Honestly, I might take this one for the defense. Not even necessarily for my tank, but just to keep Bane alive longer-ish. So that he can ramp. I think I'm going to do this one. We'll see how this goes. Now, if you saw my last video, you would have seen me lose to Leia. And it was a little confusing to me, right? And I'll be the first to say I never learned Leia's mechanics because I don't have Leia, and I usually don't go out of my way to learn their mechanics unless I'm constantly fighting them or I finally get them. My Bane has taken out Leia's in 5v5 like nothing. And he got pretty wrecked in 3v3. And I was trying to like do the math in my head. And all I could come up with was maybe his first special, there's less buffs to dispel, so he does less damage. And I'm hoping something similar doesn't happen here. I'm thinking I can just siphon everybody to death. That's the goal. But I was surprised last time with Leia, and I'm hoping my Bane doesn't let me down, or, you know, maybe I end up having to take him to Relic 7 and stop being cheap about it. But let's see how this goes. I'm not aware of anything on this team that would necessarily, like, break now that it's 3v3, right? We can reduce cooldowns. That's nice. I don't know. Okay, see, this is what I'm used to with Bane. You press a couple buttons and everything dies. This is exactly what I'm used to. Yeah, she's taunting. Not a lot of options. You got a lot of damage reduction there. Okay, he's dead. It's fine. Let's reduce some cooldowns again. See, I saw that dodge. Okay. Alright. And now I guess we just auto it. Bane versus Reva. I mean, I'll take this. I don't have a great answer for Reva on a normal day anyways. So, you know, I can always just figure out Leia some other way, and my Bane can be set aside for Reva. That's fine. We're 2 for 2 on things going the way that they needed to go for us. Let me see what I have set aside for this Padme team. I think I want that one next. Okay, so I'm actually going to go for the JML team because the Padme team uses some leftover Jedi, and I want to see what I actually have left over by the time I get to her, depending on what I use somewhere else. So, if you didn't see last week's video again, the Datacron that causes attackers to attack twice is nuts for Starkiller. It causes Mara Jade to attack twice when she crits. It causes Starkiller to attack twice every time he assists, and you basically get the Star Destroyer on turn 1. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully we don't just get ability blocked right out of the gate, but honestly, interestingly enough, oh, well, there you go. We're ability blocked right out of the gate. Sadness. Can we get some crits? Pretty please, pretty please. Just need to start getting some debuffs up. Need him to start taking multiple turns. Or getting, you know, multiple attacks in. And if we can just... Ooh, I'd really prefer that they not mess with Mara Jade. That's gonna make me sad. These ability blocks are just gonna continue ruining my day. But as long as he keeps critting, we might be able to just literally brute force our way through this thing. And that would be pretty wild. We're about to become unleashed. And I do think I just want to do that. But let's get rid of these Jedi teachings. On who? Who? We'll do Jedi Knight Luke. No, I do not have the Omicron that gets rid of buffs on absolutely everybody. Well, is this a bug? This is a pretty neat bug. Do I? Okay. I think that's a bug. I'm thinking... Nothing in the Datacron says Starkiller gets to pull down the Star Destroyer twice. Well, that was neat. Let me see what I've got set aside for these other teams here. So apparently I want to use Malgus, Marauder, and Malik against Darth Revan. Where is my Sith Empire? I want to use Malgus, Marauder, and Malik. I have to say it out loud. I don't know. I kind of want to save this for someone else. I just feel like I don't really need it for this team. Crit avoidance. I don't really need crit avoidance either. I'm really just looking for a stat stick. I guess I'll use this, and the 30% can hopefully just carry me to victory. All right. We'll see how this goes. This is supposed to be fun. Can this be evaded? It feels like the kind of thing that can't be evaded. No, I guess it can, or it would be. Yeah, we'll save that for later. Let's see if we can try to get like a double whack on BSF. We do want her to go away. She's the squishiest. She's the easiest to kind of get out of here. Do we just dunk? Man, that was nice. That was damage. The dunk is good. Wow. Why is he taking so much damage? I feel like this is like too good. What's the catch? What am I missing here? No. No. I needed him. I hate everything about Sith Empire. I don't like using them. I don't like fighting them. Not my cup of tea. Ever. I got a bad feeling about this, to be quite honest. Someone's gonna say, "You noob. You noob." I know. BSF's not gonna die at this rate. I was hoping to get a shock there. But why would I? It would be really cool if they could stop stunning my Malgus every 3 seconds so that, or not my Malgus, my Malik. This is bad. This is one of those ones that I didn't plan well for, and I'm just not in the mood. I probably should have just overkilled this. There are few things I hate more than going up against this team. Can I just dunk her? No, of course not. Yeah, fear, 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 fear. He's got death mark. I don't think that matters. Please? Don't resist or dodge or... Would be great if we could get Drevan down, and then maybe we can dunk Malik to death. Really looking for another steal here. If we can keep him. So he just equalized. That's nice. Dunk death. That's nice. The death mark is gone. And now maybe... I know this isn't going to drain his life. I don't care. I'm trying to get those stacks up. Yeah, I'm thinking at this point we might be able to just cycle the dunks and dunk him to death. That's the goal. Dunk death? Dunk death. A little scary. Not as clean as I would have preferred it to be, but whatever. I am going to leave Padme here. I need to start dealing with the bottom and see what Jedi I end up having left over. So... who do we want to start with on the bottom? We've got GLs to deal with. A lot could go wrong. A lot could go wrong because everything needs to go right on the GLs. So let me see what I have set aside for these. Okay, so for his Rey, we're going to do a Rey Mirror match. I really need to just make my teams. Hello? I need to just make my 3v3 team so I don't have to do this every single time. I don't think the Kron is going to matter too much. I mean, I guess we could do a high crit avoidance with the offense, but I'm basically just looking for the stat stick. My Rey team against his comp, it's just his comp is not great. So I'm not really too concerned about how this plays out. I don't need to think about his Rey reviving or not being able to be killed because of Ben or anything. So I guess that's an alright place to start. Ooh, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's do this. And I'm thinking this is just going to smoke Yoda. Smoked. Thank you. Let's get a heal up. Great. And let's start passing it back out. Yeah. She's going to start murdering herself, which is what she does best. Of course. Okay, she ults. She does not have speed down, and she's faster than me. So if I ult, she's going to go first, and that's what we're looking for. Do I care if she has inspiration? I guess I care if JTR has inspiration, because I don't want her stacking mastery or anything. I do think I just go for the thwack here to get that armor shred up, because his GL Rey is going to die. She's going to go. And then I'm basically just going to whirlwind his JTR to death. Don't want her stacking mastery or anything like that. This is going to drop us to damage immunity. That's fine. Didn't need that heal, actually. And this should kill her. Yep. There's the mirror. That's the one I was least concerned about. Let me see what I have set aside for Lord Vader. Okay, so for Lord Vader, I'm going to use Slicker. And Lord Vader, he's a thick boy. I don't know how fast his Lord Vader is. Is he faster than my Slicker? He is faster than my Slicker. I don't know if the taunt ignore also allows you to bypass marked, but we're going to find out. But like most of the time, the whole thing here is kill Maul ASAP, and then the rest just kind of falls into place. And if that doesn't work, I have no backup. And the whole thing just ends there. It's like my favorite thing. No backup, whole thing ends. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I'm going to stun someone, it's... Well, I literally can't stun Lord Vader. Let's give this back, though. And let's get that stun out. I don't want his Maul pulling any... Of course, there's always something I don't know. And whatever I don't know involves why Maul can't be stunned. The guild will tell me. We know that. But this is looking perfectly fine for now. I've been surprised before. But the siphons should just start piling up at this point, and everything should be fine. But I've been surprised before. The dots are always painful in terms of the banner stealing. I don't really have a reason to pass the turn to Kylo. I mean, I guess more turns equals betterer, so we'll just keep doing this. Get those debuffs off. Swarm. Are we there yet? Dad? Are we there yet? Okay. That's Lord Vader. Lovely. And I have no idea what this guy has on his back wall. The next risky one is Slicker. And I've set aside JML for that. And that really needs... That needs everything to go pretty well. So, one sec. Okay, so for his Slicker, I have set aside JML... Where are they? JML, Revan, and Shakti. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought I stripped her mods. She doesn't have great mods, but I thought I might have taken them off for the Naboo raid. I'm doing this because we've got two forms of cooldown manipulation here. And we need to manipulate Slicker's cooldowns. And so, I'm not going to watch you, or I'm not going to make you watch me pick a Datacron. One sec. Alright, I'm just going to go with this one for pretty much the crit avoidance and then the stats from the level 3. Really, the way this works is you control Slicker's cooldowns, you don't let him ramp, and you focus him. In 3v3... I mean, we've got two forms of cooldown manipulation here. So if I can just keep juggling that And then I don't want him to lose taunt. So I've got Shock T here to give him the crit immunity and to restore some of his protection. So I'm thinking this will be okay. Interestingly enough, I'm actually kind of concerned about his Vader just like popping off with a merciless massacre and yoinking everybody. So I'm going to try to manage that too. Malgus, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if I'm maybe missing something on a Malgus supporting a Slicker. It's not what I would do, but I might be missing something. So let's start this. His Slicker is going to go first because he's faster than my JML, and he's going to open with the poke, and that should be okay. There's the poke. All right. Now we want to start ability blocking if we can. We did not get an ability block on we didn't get an ability block on Slicker, so let's just start trying to reduce those cooldowns. There's the first one. Okay, that's all right. Keep the buff immunity up. Vader is still ability blocked, which is great. That's what we're looking for. He's not ability blocked, but we can control his cooldowns a little bit. He has no buffs. Let's just give it to Revan. That's fine. And now I think we can start restoring some of that protection. Let's pass it and get rid of those buffs. Let's pass it again. Yeah, he's ability blocked. Let's pass it to... I do think I actually just want to do that. Okay. I really want to not let him take a swipe. But I think we're gonna just be stuck with that unless we can... Yeah, that's what I didn't want to happen, but we should be okay. We got the ability block on Vader, so there's not going to be a rogue merciless massacre coming out of nowhere. Let's do this and hope we can just get the kill. Close, no cigar. We're getting there, but I am a little bit nervous about this, but this should do it. Good. Everything is now done. It's clean. We should be okay. Yeah, we're okay. We stabilized. Yep. Cool. I think, before I put my foot in my mouth, that those are the biggest hurdles that I would have to face. I will continue on the bottom wall to see what's on his back wall, because I don't know what's on his back wall, and I need a plan. So one sec, let me see what I've got planned here. Okay, so I have Hera, Sabine, and Krex for Rogue One. Now, I'm going to be honest. You see a problem here? Because where's my Sabine? Oh no, I put her on defense. I put her on defense because I thought I wasn't going to use her. This is what makes GAC fun. Please stand by. And we're back, okay? Listen. I don't know what it is about Phoenix here that apparently works. I really don't want to put my foot in my mouth. I'm horrified about killing Raddus quickly enough. But apparently Phoenix works. I just want to make sure that everybody's actually got mods. Krex is the only one that's got, like, mods. Apparently this works. I'm nervous because I don't know why or how, and I'm afraid that the fish is going to get really upset with me, because that's what he does, is he gets upset. Maybe this works because you can, I guess, cleanse the exposes. Maybe, probably. Maybe, probably. Ooh, and he didn't get stunned from that. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not like super freaking out yet, but I do want things to kind of pick up here. Really didn't want that to happen. This should get the TM rolling a little bit. I need more assists on Krex. I really, really, really need those assists on Krex. Please? Cool. I think that's as bad as it gets. I think it's over now. Why wouldn't it be over? Jin doesn't do anything too crazy. This should be fine. Woohoo, Krex does damage. It's what we're looking for. I was a little nervous at first because he had like 4 exposes on him right out of the gate, and I thought maybe that would be an issue if they popped him, but no. Let me see what I have for Aphra. Oh yeah, silly me. We're going to use Scoundrels. And specifically, we're going to use the... So you remember last time when I didn't have Sabine, but I needed Sabine? Yeah. I wrote down Dash, Han, and Chewie. I see Han and Chewie. I don't see Dash. This is funny, though. Bounty Hunter allies. No, that's not going to do a lot for me. However, oh god, is Han and Chewie enough to carry this? Light side smuggler allies gain 5% armor penetration, 15% offense, 10% potency, and 10 speed. Oh, they're not even smugglers. Okay. Please stand by. Oh, Dash. I saved you just for this. Alright, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be CLS, Han, and Chewie, which is not what I wanted, because I wanted CLS, Chewpio, and 3PO to have their own heyday somewhere else. This is how it's gonna have to be. And now, the question is, do I give him some tankiness? Do I give him some tankiness, or do I just pray that I can smack Aphra in the mouth and just take her straight out? Let me see how fast his Aphra is. He seems to be... Oh, it's not a speed set, so 262. However, my Han is actually... Yeah, 249. Han's itty-bitty slow. One sec, please stand by. Okay, so here's the thing. This is why I don't mind my Han being slow, even though looking at him, he's painfully slow. There's a mechanic that we'll talk about here. Dr. Aphra gains 50% bonus turn meter for BT1 and 000. Han gets a bonus turn at the start of each encounter. Bonus turns trump bonus turn meter. So Han just starts with a turn. Aphra in the back where the code is running gains turn meter. So Han gets that first. So ideally, how this is going to work is Han's going to get a bonus turn. I'm going to use it to stun Aphra. She will then get her 100% turn meter, but it'll just immediately be reset. And then I'll be able to jump into this and get the turn meter train rolling. And hopefully we can get ahead of everything and we'll just kill Aphra before she takes a turn. If not, kind of at a loss here. But that's how this should go. We should go first. We do. Stun Aphra. She got her turn. Reduce that turn meter. Get another stun on her. And just kill her. Ouchie. But now we should be good. Oh, please, no. Oh, I hate this droid so much. I truly do. I truly, truly do. My poor banners. Famous last words is always, we should be good. But to be honest, the fact that Aphra's dead is more important than anything else right now. So, without further ado, we'll kind of, oh. Oh no. Oh no. What did you do to your Iden? Alright, well, we know what this gets. This gets Veers Imperial Troopers. Man, ever since they changed the logos, I find myself... Ugh! I find myself not being able to keep track of who's who. I think this is the spy. Yeah, that's the spy. Honestly, this might even be overkill. I mean, he's got the right lineup, but... Okay, Veers, Piet, Dark Trooper. This should be fine. I feel like that should be my catchphrase. Constantly saying, this should be fine. And then the question is it? Is it ever? Alright. Get the kill there. Yeah. I do think I just want to do the damage to the Alpha. Oh, but Sunfac is gear 12. I should have thought about that. They're about to normalize. I think I actually want to go for... And that's exactly why I want to go for Sunfac instead. Because he's the weakest. So, for those of you who don't know, I like to drop in little tidbits. The Geonosians share a health and protection pool. And before you do your damage, they equalize everything. So you can't just target one that is weak from last turn, because they're going to equalize everything before you do your damage, right? And so when they do that, when they equalize their health and protection, you have to think on a percentage basis, right? Let's say all of them are sitting at 50% health and 50% protection. Now let's say Geonosian Alpha, because he's at relics, right? Let's say he's got 100,000 total health and protection, and they're all at 50%. Well, that means to kill him in one hit, you'd have to do 50,000 damage. Now, let's say Sunfac, even though Sunfac is also another tanky, quote-unquote, Geonosian, if Sunfac only has a total of 50,000 health and protection, that means you only have to hit him for 25,000 damage for him to die. So you always want to pick the weakest, whatever that means, Geonosian. If they're all equal, you want to pick the one with the lowest health and protection and armor. That's a big deal when you're thinking about Alpha and Sunfac. You usually want to hit like the soldier or Poggle. Poggle's got high evasion though. Let's kill this guy. You want to hit the weakest one because they have the highest chance of dying. Once they die, their health pool is now out of the equation. You don't need to worry about their health pool anymore. Gosh, this is so strange. Let me take a look at this. I think I'm going to go back to Padme right now and just do what I need to do to get through her, because if anything's going to trip me up out of the 5 teams that are left, it's going to be the Padme team. So, 1 second. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for Padme. Interestingly enough, I'm going to use a slicker cron that I don't need anywhere else. And even though it's obviously a dark side cron, what if I need this for first order on the other wall? Please stand by. Okay, no, I definitely don't need it for first order on the other wall. So for Padme, I think the biggest thing I'm going to run into is just not being able to cut them down quickly enough, especially with mace. And so I just want the armor penetration and the offense, and I need to beat them down. Mace is the one, and unfortunately for my opponent, he's also his lowest relic and kind of the weakest. He could cause the most trouble with Shatter Point over time, and I don't want that happening. So I want my Luke to be the one who just goes bonkers on everybody, mainly Mace. Bastila is just there for support. Maybe give Luke a buff, or put the buff immunity on someone that I'm trying to kill. That's what I'm going for. And then same thing for Hoda. I just want him to juice up Jedi Knight Luke. So hopefully this works. And I want to reduce their speed with Jedi Knight Luke as lead, even though I kind of modded mine for speed. He's not modded for speed per se. So he's going to assist. If he's gonna assist, I want him to do it on... I don't want to give Mace the extra protection. So let's just have him assist on Anakin, and great. Okay, now we can stun everyone. Great. Now we can... Do I want to juice him up with this? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so that's a big hit. That's what I wanted. Big hit again. Great. And now I want Anakin to go next, and by go next, I mean die. Die. Yes, I know that was a bunch of assists. I don't mind. I wanted the recovery. And this should kill him. No? So every time I say this should happen is when those things don't happen. But this did work out for me. Yes, I know this is an attack out of turn. I'm just going to try and recover some banners. Let's get the assist. That is interesting that Hoda's basic counts as an attack. Like, she got bonus protection because he used his basic air quotes as an attack. We'll save the stun. And is there anything? We can recover some more. So let's just do that. And now she's dead. Did we get full protection on Hoda? That was weird. Replay the video. We've done this before. He did not have full protection, and I got banners for full protection on everybody. But then again, I got 2 Star Destroyers this round, so... Alright, what do we have back here? I don't... Okay, it's a Negotiator. I thought it was Mace's ship. I was about to be confused for a second. We'll do ships last, because that's what we do. And now let's look at this. None of these are really super intimidating. I guess this could get a stun turn meter train going, so I need to kind of get in front of that. Who would I want? There's a bunch of Empire, but honestly, I'm kind of still worried about a turn meter train. I guess I could use Drevan for that. Please stand by. So I think this is what I'm going to do here, because Sith Empire allies can't be stunned. I'm a little concerned about maybe, well, the speed shouldn't matter too much because I'm going to fear everybody. I don't want his Mara going, like, popping off and killing BSF, but my Darth Revan is going to go first. He's got enough speed to pull that off. So I think once I fear everybody, it's just going to be a matter of kill Mara Jade, kill Palpatine, and then Dooku just exists. No Datacron because my Bastila is gear 12, but I'm bringing her for the debuffs because I know I'm going to do this first. And then we reduced her cooldowns. We did reduce her cooldowns. Let's try to get the fear up. We got the fear up. Let's just go for the shock. Yeah, that's great. The leader. Do I want to get a double hit on him and reduce my cooldowns? I do think I do. Let's... No double hit? Where's the... Clearly, I don't know. Clearly, there's something I don't know there, but also clearly this is perfectly fine and I have nothing to worry about. Dunk and end. Cool. That was... probably the one that I was most concerned about. I guess, I suppose First Order could just be surprisingly tanky or something. Let's do Raddus here. Why not? A bunch of Empire. Let me see. One sec. Yeah, so this pretty much just seems like the answer. If they're getting... Is it bonus turn meter from Emperor's Trap? I don't know. I think this is just the answer no matter what. And so... Oh, I'm doing it again. You don't have to watch me pick a Datacron. One sec. Okay, and I'm just going to go with a crit avoidance stats for everyone's cron just to be done with this. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, kind of an amateur mistake. I don't know if this guy just doesn't care because it's a back wall. I don't know what the deal is. But Iden's leadership, which like makes her do everything she does at the start of the battle, if no other allies have the leader tag. So, fun fact, General Veers is a leader, right? So, if no other allies have the leader tag, all this stuff no longer happens. Oh, by the way, even her Omicron, if no other allies have the leader tag. So, like, all of this is just not happening. So, I don't see why this would be a problem. Maybe someone over there is fast. I don't know. I don't really care. She can't even... She doesn't do her revive thing because that's part of the kit. So, I don't know. This is... I don't know if suspicious is the right word, but he goofed. That much I can tell you. Can we just recover? Can we get Does this count as full? That's not full, but apparently it is full. It's just my favorite. I have no idea why that works that way. I think I want to use Omicron Qui-Gon for this because you know, crew is always kind of tanky, and Anakin can inflict the healing immunity and eventually go boom on pretty much everybody. So I do think I'm just going to do that, although I do have Sith Trooper available. How squishy is his Hux? His Hux is kind of squishy. His crew, let's just do it. Let's do the Omicron Qui-Gon. Hopefully it doesn't bite me. I do Qui-Gon, Anakin, and I have used a tank in the past. We can just do Ahsoka. Get rid of taunts and whatnot. Datacrons, 1 sec. Okay, I'm actually going to use a Luminara Cron because I know I don't need it for Luminara after this. This should be fine. I mean, these characters are not great for me. Does she have all her mods? Yeah, that's great. Does he have all his mods? Sure. Great. This should be fine. I don't know. I'm open to being surprised. Crew, I feel like Crew always throws me off. Crew always surprises me, and yeah, it's all I got. Can we get a kill on Hux? Just immediately get the kill on Hux. Yep, he's gonna be taunting now. Just need Anakin. Can you not? Can you really, really, really not? It's not like the biggest deal in the world, but seriously, just don't stun Anakin. You want to harass Qui-Gon, harass Qui-Gon. That's fine. Don't stun Anakin. Sure. Can we get a healing? Yeah, healing immunity, buff immunity. I'm telling you, man. Drives me wild every single time. Ugh. Makes me so sad. Just let my Anakin have his day. Okay, he's dead. I really, you know, my biggest weakness here is I need to legitimately mod this team. I've never put in the effort to actually mod this team the way they should be modded, and my Anakin should be R7 so that he hits harder, and yeah. Alright, this one I'm not even going to think about. It's just so fun using my Luminara. Where are they? Why are they so far? Okay, there they are. I wonder if the order actually matters for this team. Shouldn't. Defeats an ally. Yeah, this is fun. This team is so fun. And Luminara is just like welfare Queen Amidala, but Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon are just a good time, is what they are. Just, ugh, the damage, they just harass people. Absolutely harass people. Yeah, Rolo's always annoying. Yep, hit, dead, everybody dies, turn meter gone. Ugh. It's just, love that team. Absolutely love that team, and it's not even the team. Alright, let me see the split that I have set up for ships. This, you know, I don't have the luxury of a bajillion ships, so let me see what I got going on here. Alright, I have a plan. I'm going to Profundity the Negotiator. And I think I'm going to be a little arrogant with this. Where are we at? And I'm going to save the rebel ships. And I'll just keep cash-ins for if things get hairy. But I did this last time, and it was like crazy easy. So I want to get as many extra banners as I can, and that should be okay. I might not even call in cash-ins, to be quite honest. Unending loyalty. It's unending. It's the most loyal. I'm sorry. You don't need that. Anakin's the one who needs to die. I was thinking about putting the armor reduction on the bacon, lettuce, and tomato Y-wing. But we don't need it. Let's just get some assists. And this is pretty much going to just play itself out. More assists. Insert Kylo meme here. Buff immunity. Oh no. Oh no. Protection disruption. That's what we're going for. Let's get some speed up. Can't recover anything, but that's okay. Anakin's under stealth. We'll get there. We'll get to him. His day will come. Let's give Han a turn. So he can do this, get that target lock up, got rid of the buffs. Ooh, guess who's out in the open? This guy. Can't kill him right now though. Disappointing. Sadness. But even if someone taunts, please stop. I get to do this. And that's what we were going for. So all appears to be as well as it could, should, would be. Yep. Sniping my banners. That's okay. We'll get there. Can you not dodge at the end? I'm trying to recover everything here. Yeah. Give him a bonus turn. Which we don't need the banner recovery right now. So we can probably just start nuking, killing who's left. Please don't do that. Don't touch me there. Here we go. There we go. This should be the end. How lovely. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to leave. Next up, let me see. Yeah, let me see what's better, because I have an Executor, and Executor, it's not about if Executor can beat either of these, because it can. It's about which one of these my leftover fleets are going to be better for, because I've got Malevolence and Finalizer, and just fleets are not my thing. So I want to see Malevolence and Finalizer, which one of them does better against these fleets. Please stand by. Okay, so I actually didn't even look it up. I don't like the Raddus fleet. And I know they kind of have a cleanse, and I'm thinking about, you know, the Buzz droids with Malevolence. And I want to see if he has comeuppance. Ooh, he doesn't. That kind of potentially changes things. I think I will use Malevolence on the Chimaera, because this is not the optimal Chimaera lineup, and I think I'll be able to just kind of burn through, and that should be okay. Yeah, I've never seen this before. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but I'm just gonna... Sure. It's one of those ones that's so random that, like, you can't even look it up on SWGOH because nobody uses it. I do want to kill Slave 1 first if I can. I had a feeling he was going to taunt. That's fine, because that's what he does. Let's give that to him. Get a Buzz droid in here. Put these on everybody. And yeah, I mean, we don't really have a choice, but we'll do that. We'll just more Buzz droids. Always more Buzz droids. We can save them now. Don't ruin my day. Things have happened in the past. Let's get the spy. Let's get the nuke. I want the tank gone. I want the tank gone sooner rather than later. And great, guess who got the other forced taunt? It's Slave 1. And now everything should just be fine at this point. This is what we were hoping for. Get rid of that. Yeah. I did that thinking I'd get another Vulture droid, but I didn't, and that's okay. Because we already had 5. This should do it. Game over. Cool. Nice and clean. Got a lot of extra banners in the back. And then Raddus gets execufied. Oh, let's get the bounty hunter ships. And we'll do you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And we're still saving on banners here, so that's nice. I'll be heartbroken if I lose by, like, the banner with profundity that I didn't need. Let's go for the tank. The tank always hangs around for too long. It is breached. Might just be able to kind of nuke it. Yeah, there it goes. Rey always surprises me. I absolutely cannot stand Rey's ship. Let's get the dodge off, and then, yep, we'll do that. And then we'll do this, and we just want her to go away as soon as possible. I hate this move. I hate it. It does so much damage. It's deceptive. Is there really a great reason to do this instead of recover banners? I guess this is fine. 1, 2. 1, 2 damage on you. God, that turn meter, dude. The bonus attacks and the turn meter. Just, oh my god. He puts it in reinforcements even though it's level 1. My guy. We need to have a talk. Sure, just get the breach even though we know it's going to miss. Raddus is like a wildly annoying ship to fight against. I hate any ship or ground squad or just anything that revolves around like just sticking around as long as possible. It's so annoying and boring and bleh. And like just watching ships dodge you 500 times, it's just not, it's not a great feeling. But the ships are down. And I don't know if I could really ask for much more. We didn't have any drops, which is one of the first good things that we want to aim for. I don't think he has anything. Well, we said this last time, and I was wrong. Once again, this is an opponent who would have to pull off the Chimaera counter for Leviathan. And even if he did, I'm not necessarily so concerned because we didn't drop anything anywhere. And we did underman the ships, you know, where we could. We didn't get amazing banners on some of these ground squad fights, but I think we did as good as we could with the ships. We really undermanned where we could, especially with profundity. And so unless he plans on one-shotting absolutely everything, including, you know, he has to do well on Negotiator, I just don't know how much steam he has left in the tank. But as always, check the bottom of the description for the video for the final results. I'm very interested to see what happens here. I do keep Zori on my back wall, just as a kind of surprise, hoping that they just waste resources on the front wall. Maybe they use a GL to like solo Phasma or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, basically if he gets a drop, he loses. And if he can't beat Leviathan, he definitely loses. So everything went according to plan here, and that was pretty great. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, I will see you all next time.